behalf of Chancellor Everett, our athletic director Doug Gillen, and our football team, we're happy to represent the East for a conference championship. And you speak of our conference as a whole, 12 of our 14 teams are bowl eligible, and it's going to be a great contest tomorrow versus Troy. I have a lot of respect for John and what he's done with this program, and but it's going to be a great college football at 4 o'clock on ESPN.
Open up now for questions.
Much has been made about the defense surge since you made the schematic change. Can you give us a not too deep football explanation as to why it's been so effective?
Yeah, we did make a change of how we call our defense, and really we've brought more speed onto the field. And that was the whole premise of things, is to get our best players on the field at all times. And you go back to the fourth quarter of Southern Miss, that's when it really started to click. And our players are playing with confidence right now. And on defense, it's react, and that's what we're doing. We're not thinking about things. We're playing loose, and we're having fun playing football. We're not worried about messing up. We're about making plays. And that's really carried on to our whole football team. I think we're playing loose as a football team right now. We're playing to win, not to make mistakes.
One in the back here.
You guys had some early season adversity, lost some really tough ball games. How did you keep the team together?
Well, we have a very connected football team. And if you have a connected team, you're a dangerous team. And I've said this all year long, that we were close. And you go back and look at our losses. There were one-possession games, and where we had the lead. One was double overtime to North Carolina. We had the lead at Wyoming. Had a chance to win it versus Coastal, and fumble came up, and that was just a football play. A kid trying to make a play, and then Old Dominion, we had a chance to tie it in the fourth. So they were a close team, and we came back from Old Dominion. We made a decision that we were going to write our own story, and no one was going to tell us how this thing was going to end except us. And we went back to work that day, and started to continue to get better. And it's a great life lesson for our team. And when things get tough, we don't quit. We dig a little bit deeper, and that's what we've done. And I'm very proud of our whole team, the way they conduct themselves, the way they want to win, and the last 5 games have shown that.
Joey, this one's for you. A year ago, you're playing junior college football. Tomorrow, you're going to suit up as the starting quarterback in an FBS, championship game. Just put, this past year into perspective, kind of the journey that you've been on personally, and then as a football player with this team.
It's a blessing, coming from JUCO. I wouldn't say it's too much different. Skill position is pretty much JUCO. A lot of people bounce back, guys that didn't have grades or something like that. So the competition level at JUCO is very similar to this level. So, prepared me to come up here and play. And when I got my opportunity, I just took advantage of it and then figured out what I needed to do as a quarterback to help my team win. And from there on, the rest is the rest.
This is for Tyrek. I know we talked earlier about just the standard of the cornerback position specifically at App State. You wanted to come in and fill in that role as the next kind of great corner, and you clearly did that this season with making first team all conference. Could you maybe speak about the importance you've had as far as your growth this year and how you've been able to grow as a leader on this defense and really impact this team's turnaround in defense specifically and being on the stage?
Yeah, I'd say number one has to start with being coachable, not just absorbing what I'm coaching, but applying it. So I think that's been the biggest thing for our defense as a whole. Obviously we talked about that fourth quarter of Southern Miss. That's when it finally clicked for us. I think all of us started applying our coaching and just buying into what our coaches want us to do, what we want to do as a team.
So, Coach, the football gods having fun with you, right? You all camp, you're having a football quarterback competition, and it doesn't last one game into the season. Talk about how Joey came along this season when he did not win the job, and yet by the second half of the first game, it was his job.
Well, it was a close competition throughout spring practice and throughout fall camp, and we made a decision at the time that Ryan was going to be our quarterback. And 6 plays into the game, it's a different story. And so Coach Ponce had called a run play, and as the head coach, you have 51% of the vote. So I said, no, we're going to throw it. So his first play in college football was a touchdown pass. And just to watch him, how he's maturated throughout the season. Joey has a very strong arm, and he can throw it from numbers to hash. And he's gotten a lot better just going through his progressions, knowing that every possession has to end with a kick. And check downs are first downs. And you can watch that throughout the season, how much he's gotten better. And he has a lot of great weapons on the outside. that if you look at our team, not one person's the target every single game as he's spreading the ball around. And again, just very proud of the way he handled the competition. And when his time came, he was ready to play. And that's what great players do. They wait for the opportunity, and when they do, they capitalize on it.
For Joey and Tyrek, just your first year in this program, you kind of just speak to what it was like coming to Boone and being part of this program, what that experience has been like in year one for you two.
Yeah, I mean, coming to Boone, I mean, it was a little different for me. You know, California, coming across like the world is, leaving on my own is a little different. But I mean, I came here for a reason. You know, Boone and App State was a program I wanted to see myself, and I seen myself become a better player and a person. So I mean, overall, I could just say it was a blessing for me.
I'd say for me, fairly similar to Joey. Just for me, I'm a lot closer to home, and just having the opportunity to play here, it's been great so far. And we came here, and this is what we wanted to do, is to be at this position, and we've worked hard to get here.
This one's for you, Joey. Coach Clark kind of mentioned it. I feel like you've just been throwing it to anyone with hands in the receiving corps and the tight ends. You've been doing a great job of getting the ball to all your different targets. Kind of, could you speak to just the difference in variety of pass catchers you have, how comfortable you feel with them, and how you feel they're going to play in this game, this championship?
Yeah, I mean, coming into a game with 8, 9, 10 guys that could catch the ball, I mean, makes my job easier, you know what I mean? I don't got to worry about defense trying to double team one guy because the other guy's going to make a play. So just coming in and having all those weapons, I mean, is easier on my part. They just, because I know everybody who I'm going to make the pass to is going to make a play.